Welcome to Amen Party Build, you holy bastards. Had an idea of creating a crusade, meaning army consisting of human clerics and paladins. Turned out to be great combination. All 4 builds are already on the channel and links are in the description. However, in this case there were some changes like specific backgrounds and feats. Reason behind it is with clerics and paladins, wisdom and charisma comes in abundance, but dexterity and intelligence are nowhere to be found. It was a challenge to compile it all so that party can function well in adventure and combat, having access to enough spells, melee and crafting options. All characters have been built with 27-point system. Let's start with first character, which is Battle Cleric. We start building this one with 10 strength, 16 dexterity, 15 constitution, 16 wisdom and 10 into intelligence or charisma, whichever one you want. At level 4, Creed of Arun feat is taken to help with concentration saving throws, which puts constitution to 16. Remember that only character in this party that can cast haste is Battle Cleric, and we don't want to lose that. At level 8, pump points into either dexterity or wisdom, up to you. Battle Cleric uses finesse based weapon and shield in one slot, heavy crossbow or longbow in second one. This character is the only one proficient with ranged weapons due to high dexterity, which is very helpful when dealing with ranged enemies. Battle Cleric is only character in the party that has to wear medium armor, and that is one of the reasons why dexterity is our primary stat. Background is low life, also partly because of dexterity. With it we are sorted with thieves' tools and stealth. Skills should look something like this at level 1. Eventually prepared spells should look similar to this for Battle Cleric, but it depends on the situation. Definitely take inflict wounds and spiritual weapon. Rest are up to you. Life Cleric should be built with starting attribute 16 strength, 10 dexterity, 15 constitution, 16 wisdom and either intelligence or charisma at 10. At level 4, Creed of Arun is taken to help again with concentration. At level 8, wisdom ability pump to increase spell effectiveness and healing power. Life Cleric uses any simple weapon plus shield in one slot and shield only in second slot. Second slot is for casting due to one hand being free, so somatic spells become available. Heavy armor needs to be equipped. I went with philosopher background so that we have herbalist in the party, since medicine is wisdom based skill. Eventually prepared spells should look something like this. I went with all healing options, inflict wounds and negative status removal. Create food is a must if you're playing with Solasta variant encumbrance. Now we have Tirmar Paladin. This one is specific because I went with intelligence stat instead of charisma. Reason why is that this paladin doesn't cast anything except divine favor on himself and smite upon hitting enemies, so we don't need charisma to get more prepared spells. Also party needs enchanter and proficiency in some intelligence skills. Starting attributes are 16 strength, wisdom and constitution with rest at 9. At level 2, fighting style is chosen. 2 weapon fighting and defense are good options. Tirmar subclass at level 3. I know Divinity Golden Speech doesn't work here, but everything else does. Shield is domain spell and Scourge of the Hidden doesn't rely on charisma at all. At level 4 we take follow-up strike. At level 8, strength ability pump. Gear setup consists of great weapons. I would advise different damage types in both slots, so something like Maul or Warhammer in second slot. Intelligence Paladin needs academic background to get most out of that stat. It also unlocks enchanting, which is quite useful. Due to low charisma, we can have only one prepared spell. Since this is DPS oriented class, Divine Favor is all we need. Last one is Devotion Paladin. 16 strength, 10 dexterity, 15 constitution, 16 charisma and either wisdom or intelligence at 10. At level 2 take protection fighting style as it is quite useful. At level 3 we take Oath of Devotion, party friendly subclass. At level 4 Creed of Arun again. At level 8 charisma or strength ability pump. Shield and weapon in first slot. Second slot either versatile weapon, two-handed weapon or shield only. All of these allow normal spellcasting. Aristocrat is great option here for proficiency in persuasion and intimidation. This is the whole party. Now let's talk what to pay attention to. First, use Divine Fortitude with Battle Cleric to get additional health in nasty fights. Then buffing commences. Life Cleric and Devotion Paladin are your tanks, buffers and healers. One of them casts Bless and other one casts Shield of Fate on Tirmar Paladin. Then we cast Haste with Battle Cleric at later levels on Tirmar Paladin or Shield of Fate on anyone at lower levels before Haste has been unlocked. Tirmar casts Divine Favor on himself. Another good buffing spell is Aid, so cast that on everyone except Battle Cleric if he has activated Divine Fortitude already. When tough fight starts, use Sacred Weapon with Devotion Paladin, Scourge of the Hidden with Tirmar Paladin and summon Spiritual Weapon at tier 4 if possible with both clerics. Everything is prepared now, so it's time to kick 7 shades of shit out of everyone in sight. Don't forget about Cleric Inflict Wound spell, as it can take down fast any target. Other than that, try to have most of the party together to get benefits from Herald of Battle and Protection fighting style. This tactic makes things easier. At times, especially during early game, there might be issues with ranged enemies. Use spells such as Guiding Bolt and Battle Cleric's ranged weapon to take them down. Remember that Life Cleric and Devotion Paladin need to switch gear slots if they want to cast spells, but Life Cleric can cast important healing spells as bonus action, even with both hands occupied. Cantrips you should have from the start are illumination ones like Light and Sparkle, because humans don't have dark vision. That would be all. Gonna let this fight play out a bit so you can see how it's done, or at least how I do it. There are many different things to try spell-wise, so don't be afraid to experiment. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more content.